Give me 3. You know I hate it when the chicks are upside down.
So, gents, about the end tables last night, huh?
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, they were good, but, you know, the whole, like, 2-member thing is kind of played out.
Why you didn't like them then?
Yeah, they're okay, but...
Come on, you got 2 members with 7 guest musicians?
Yeah, that's like, what is that? It's like 7 white stripes or something. Huh?
Yeah. Still, I will never understand how they got the headlining spot at the thrift shop.
Oh, God.
Shit, man.
She's the most fucking flannel they got.
I know.
Yeah, no
Oh,
joke,
what I
man.
wouldn't do.
You know what, though? They remind me of that band from St. Louis, that's in the middle of the table.
The Leafs.
The Leafs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
One record, it's fucking split down.
Split the middle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Split the
Split the
middle.
Middle,
Yeah,
great
Split
record.
the
Great
middle.
record.
Split the middle. Oh, my God. You're talking about a lo-fi classic.
For sure,
I mean, I'm
dude.
talking
We need to try
classic.
doing something with one of those talk boys.
Yeah, man, that's for sure. We need to go, like, lower than lo-fi.
Yeah. We need to go sub-fi.
Yeah, no, dude.
Sub-fi.
We need to go no-fi, man.
Yes. Yes.
No-fi.
It doesn't matter what we fucking do because the Shrugs are the best fucking band in the world.
I don't think the girls are coming.
South Bronx. A nasty, broken down, smoggy version of the South Bronx. Broken glass, trash everywhere. Obvious signs of despair, poverty, depression. It's truly a wonder that in the absence of all hope that great art can emerge, like a flower through the cracked and broken pavement. We're here because there's a huge revolution going on in the music industry today. A revolution that's taken South Bronx and the world by storm. Acts like the Hives, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, the Strokes, the White Stripes. The garage band scene is sweeping across the music industry like the stench of a rotting carcass in a spring breeze. One group in particular has captured the imagination of devoted fans around the world with their passionate brand of intelligent lyrics, blazing live performances. The name of this band is the Shrugs, and they're the focus of this investigation. Oh, very funny, Larry. So tell me, how did you come up with the name, the Shrugs?
I don't know.
Well, what was it like growing up on the hard streets of the Bronx?
That's a typo, actually. None of us are from New York. I think our sound guy is.
So where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, Windsor.
Windsor.
Well, it's a small farming community outside of Windsor.
But your press release states here that you grew up in the ghetto.
It was a pretty rough part of Ontario. Those Mennonites can get pretty surly around haying season.
Many observers have noted that your bandmates seem to be playing in different keys. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, that's by design, you know. Since the Sex Pistols, we feel that rock has been liberated from structure. We don't care much for chords or verses or bridges or crescendos. Well, for example, our first gig, we refused to play a single note.
Do you do many of those type of performances?
Only one after that.
What happened?
Well, I told you those Mennonites can get pretty ugly. They got next.
You know, pinball totally reminds me of rock and roll scene in general right now, you know?
How so?
Well, you know, you're a fresh-faced, young punk kid. You get a band together, you're rocking it right to the top because you wrote a hit song, you know? Hitting all the bumpers, you know? racking up points, money, parties, ladies, style, whatever, you know? One mistake, one bad album, game over, man. Just like that.
Just like that, man.
Well, you still have 2 balls left. You guys do?
Fill in the blank. When I'm home alone, I like to.
Keep my hands to myself, I guess.
Tell me, how did the band get started?
Well, most of us went to school together, and then my parents had that tragic accident with the cuisinart.
They died?
No, I don't want to talk about it. But they left me with a lot of money and a burning desire to help the working man by singing songs about him.
You seem to have a problem with kitchen appliances.
Hey, that thing in Cleveland was not our fault.
Which one are you talking about?
That's the 3rd one. 3rd one.
What album?
Fucking don't know what it's fucking.
No, dude. The third one. The third one.
I'll tell
Yeah,
him.
3rd one's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, I
That's
will.
fine.
I'm
Wait,
telling mom. That's it.
I'm surprised she is your mom.
Yeah.
I got this itinerary, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what the hell it is. I guess it's an itinerary.
Wait,
I don't know
wait,
what that
wait.
is. I think that's a fucking typo.
Wait a minute.
That is a
Wait,
fucking
wait,
typo.
Wait a minute. What is that?
What is
hey,
this?
Hey, man. What is this?
Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is one of the biggest markets for this band. It's an untapped gold mine. It's one of the biggest countries in Europe.
Okay, where is that located?
But yeah,
Here we go again.
It's in the middle, western, eastern area.
Okay.
And
All
where
right.
would that be?
Like north, like Russia?
It's between Russia and England.
All right. How the hell are we gonna get there?
Well, you guys got those Slurpees. I got American Airlines credit card. Frequent flyer miles.
Okay.
Okay, answer me this then. What's this bullshit here with this North Dakota the next day?
North
From
Dakota the
Liechtenstein?
next day. That's another untapped gold mine. That's one of the biggest markets for this band in the world. North Dakota, the city of North Dakota, is a great city.
I'm out of here.
So, Tony, what's the future of the Shrugs?
The who?
The Shrugs.
The Shrugs? Fucking Shrugs are gonna be huge.
I must say it does my heart good to see such a young band as yourselves paying tribute to the great songwriters of yesteryear. Burt Bacharach, for example.
Burt Bacharach? What the hell is that? What are you talking about?
Well, you cover close to you.
That's Paul
Yeah,
Williams.
we do. That's Paul Williams.
Oh, Williams, yeah.
He's an inspiration, definitely.
So, after forming the band, you moved to New York.
No, that New York thing is way too phony. The real music is happening in the Midwest. That's the place where punk music was born.
Detroit.
No. Punk was actually started just north of Detroit in Windsor by Canadians. Detroit, or South Windsor as it's known in the scene, stole it from us.
Really?
Oh yeah, the bands came over to see what the groups in Windsor were doing, like the Waffles or Teddy and the Goons, and the rest is history. The Stooges, the MC5, Gino Vanelli, all those fuckers ripped us off. Windsor, man, that's the Mecca of the punk scene. Just nobody knows it. I wanna be the one to hang your mama's drapes.
What would you be doing if you weren't in the Shrugs?
I would probably maybe a playwright, off Broadway type, strange, artsy stuff, strange noises.
Well, your bandmates seem to be an unusual bunch. For example, I understand your guitarists are brothers.
Brothers, twins actually, paternal twins, same mother, different fathers. But don't let anyone know that. They're really, really touchy with that.
No.
Yeah, if you don't believe me, someone actually put a copy of their birth certificate on our website.
Doug Shrug. Fill in the blank. When I'm home alone, I like to.
Freeform jazz dance.
Really?
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, when you die, who would you like to be reincarnated as?
Judy Garland.
Okay. So, you guys chose to record using older analog recording equipment?
Yes, indeed.
Can you tell me a little more about that?
Well, we really don't like the new modern recording equipment. All that digital stuff loses all of the soul of the music, loses the warmth, just sounds very, very thin.
Very brittle.
Very robotic.
Yes.
Just like my brother Julian said, very robotic.
Yeah, but aren't your guitars electrified?
Guitars are plugged in, yeah. So
The
is the bass.
keyboards. Keyboards, yeah.
Keyboards, yeah.
And the lights.
And the lights. The tape decks.
Yeah.
What else?
Air conditioner.
Oh, air conditioner. Can't live without that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean outside of the guitars and the bass and the lights, the air conditioner, and we had a little margarita maker, you know, one of those blender things. Outside all that, there was no electronics on our
Nope.
record at all.
No electronics.
Nothing
Nope,
at all.
nothing.
That's the way it's got to be.
All right. And if you were a character in The Wizard of Oz, who would you be?
I'd be the Tin Man. Because I'm all about metal.
Wanna see you bleed, 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 wanna see you bleed.
So, Al, you've been working with the Shrugs for several years now, haven't you?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. You've got quite a few responsibilities, I would imagine.
I run lights and sound and all.
I've even seen you on stage a couple times during their sets.
Yeah, well, I get to jumping around and changing guitars, breaking strings. Mostly it's the monocles.
How's that?
They get to jumping around and they fall out of their eyes. I have to reach down, grab them off the floor, and stick them back in.
Really?
Yeah. Takes a bit of skill, really. They don't go in if you don't just give them a twist of the wrist. Basically, that's the key, really. You got to give them a twist of the wrist to stick them back in. Pretty proud to say I've only had one incident on my watch.
What happened? Who gets the most chicks in the band?
It's kind of a silly question to ask. If you just look around, you see that TT is always surrounded by the girls.
TT, obviously. Very obviously.
Oh, TT.
For sure?
Oh, yeah.
Nick, the whole band actually wear monocles on stage. Tell me a little bit more about that, too.
Well, it's all part of our image. The image we like to project, it has its meaning. It's how we all choose to see the world. Or don't, for that matter. Only half in focus.
I see. And the reason for the berets?
Yeah, well, we used to wear fezzes on stage, but we had a little trouble with those. Stupid things.
You think you could beat Jack White in a straight-up fight?
I'd rather fight Meg White.
Fight who?
Meg White, his sister.
Really? Yeah. Think you'd win on?
Sex.
You'd think you'd win that fight?
I don't care.
Well, I just got back from Cologne, Germany, as I was telling you, where they were having the International Women's Film Festival, and they were showing Plastercaster, this documentary about myself, in their groupie program, and I did my spoken word show called Talking Dick and Tit, and it went down really well. The Germans, who are very serious and kind of po-faced, and really had a really good time. And I came back to Chicago and had a whole lot to take care of. Really busy time in the world of plaster, and one of my friends is talking to me on the phone telling me, you know, I just saw the most amazing band called the Shrugs, and you've got to see them, Cynthia. You know, you are going to want to include them in your collection. I saw the show, had to have them. Had to have one of the Shrugs be represented in my collection. I chose Nick, for obvious reasons. You know, very charismatic and wild on stage and great singing and, you know, the it boy. But anyway, the way I normally go about it is I go backstage. I introduce myself to the band, or somebody introduces me, preferably, because I'm really a shy caster. And I try to, you know, let them get to know me and me get to know them. And when everybody's comfortable and it looks like we're, you know, we got a, you know, good plaster thing going here, then I pop the question. And much to my delight, Nick said, yeah.
Yeah, I was really flattered. You know, for people who don't know, Cynthia is one of the few remaining rock icons that we have left, you know?
Yeah, just like the old blues musicians.
Yeah.
Plaster and rock and roll and mental retardation will keep you young forever, I say. But, so, the way it works is, I come back to my apartment, he gets stimulated in my living room, I prepare the ingredients, you know, measure them in the kitchen, and when we're both ready, then he comes in with his big honkin' hard on, hopefully, which it was, totally, and he dipped his dick in my mold, thought hard for a minute, and you know, under the circumstances, maintained it, I think, reasonably well. I think very well. I think he came out, in my estimation, very well.
Yeah, I think it came out well.
Oh, good, good. I want you to feel that way. Because, you know, not everybody is too happy with, you know, certain ways they come out. Like sometimes they're not up to full capability, or their, you know, shape might change. But, you know, I would say that this particular art piece shows the twistedness of your personality, I think. Yeah. Twist, I think, would be... Twisted would be the operative word here.
I've been that way my whole life.
We are totally against all forms of modern technology.
Nice. And where can your fans find out more about your anti-technology crusade?
There's our website.
Yep. Also, you could download MP3s, music from our website also.
We'll be appearing Thursday night on Colin O'Brien's show.
Yeah, and don't forget, I'll be chatting live on Rock Chat next week. So don't miss that.
Nick, all your concerts sold out. CD, selling phenomenally well. Are you the least bit surprised by the success and how well you boys have gone over?
Yeah, it's very gratifying. The Greenlanders and Paraguayans have been especially supportive.
And as for the CD, Hug the Shrugs, it's pretty atypical to release a 4 CD set as an initial release. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's probably a bit weird, but we do things differently. We had all this good material, so we decided to throw it down. Actually, we have had trouble with distribution, so we decided to re-release it as 4 separate EPs.
And all this was recorded in your garage?
A carport, really. We don't have a garage. Neighbors weren't too happy about that.
How long did it take to record the entire effort?
Basically, we got it done over a 3-day weekend. Would have done more, but somehow the place burnt down.
3 days? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, we're no ordinary garage band. In fact, we're not a garage band. We're a carport band.
ADD! Took my baby away! ADD! Nearly every day! ADD! Oh, what they say to me? ADD! ADD! Keeps me on the run! ADD! Here goes another one! ADD! Oh, can't you see? ADD! Hey!
Did you ever try recording with digital equipment?
Oh, it was a fucking disaster.
Never again. Never again.
I don't know why I ain't getting it.
You know, let's just punch it in.
Now we're gonna go punch out.
See, a punch out.
TT, who gets the most chicks in the band?
There's no girls. There's no girls that come to our shows. There's no girls that I even personally know. I haven't had sex in over 5 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I see you have a new bass player?
Yes, he's great. He's real punk, you know. Used to tour the county fair circuit with Loverboy.
No kidding. Well, I must say, I miss your gorgeous former bass player, Angelique.
Yeah.
She was a pretty solid player.
She was solid, but I think she moved on to acting or modeling or something like that. She's usually around. You might run into her.
You think so? Joey, tell me, what would you be doing if you weren't in the Shrugs?
Probably what I did before the Shrugs. Porno.
Did you have a successful career in porno? Couldn't have been that
What do you
successful
think?
if you're in the Shrugs now.
What do you think? You want to find out?
Well, no, but... Joey, your guitarists have a unique relationship, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you could say that, but should have seen him before the divorce came through.
Divorce? You mean...
Yeah, they were married.
If you were a character in The Wizard of Oz, who do you think you would be?
I'd be one of them crazy birds that fly around. Wah! You know, crazy fucking eagle-looking.
Weren't those monkeys?
Monkeys, yes.
Yeah,
those
that's
were
right.
monkeys, weren't they?
All
But they
right.
flew, so they're kind of
That's
birds
right,
too, aren't
you're
they?
right. Yeah, this is Nathan calling. Yeah, I'm almost done with that story on the Shrugs with Nick Shrug. What? What are you talking about? I've been here for 2 days. You don't want the interview? Oh, come on. You know, you would not believe the deplorable conditions I've had to put up with to get this interview done. Now you're telling me you don't want, it's Nick Shrug. It's Nick Shrug. Yeah, and the Shrugs. I've been talking about them for 2 weeks. You sent me here on this story. You can't tell me you don't remember that? All right, I tell you what. Let me finish up here. Yeah. No, yeah. Let me finish up here. Okay. And I'll call you right back. But it's Nick Shrug and the Shrugs. Nick Shrug and the Shrugs. You got it? Right, Nick Shrug and the Shrugs. Okay. All right, listen, I'll get back to you when I can. Nick Shrug. Nick, right. All right, thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye. If you knew you only had one day until the Earth was going to end due to a meteorite strike, what would you spend that day doing?
Would you think liquor stores would be open? I'd probably be getting drunk.
Look, don't. I don't want to be rude, but ever since I saw you the first time on stage, I have been in love with you. Ever since the very beginning. And I just want to tell you that I know that you and Nick are an item, but if there was any way that you could show me some sign of love, I would do anything. I would do anything at all. Do you think the garage door is closing on the garage band movement?
The garage door is, but the tarp to the carport is not.
All right.
buck.
Nick, I want to get back to your songwriting. Many of your songs are quite angst-ridden, actually very angst-ridden, with a relatively bleak outlook on the world. Where do you get your inspiration? And more importantly, where does this frustration find its source?
I always aim high. That way I'm constantly disappointed.
Put my baby away. ADD. Nearly every day. ADD. What they say to me. ADD. Keeps me on the run. ADD. There goes another one. ADD. Can't you see? It's understood. And the neighborhood are coming over me. I can't sit still. I never could and never will. You just have to believe. Put my baby away. ADD. Nearly every day. ADD. What they say to me.
Garage band? I said carport, motherfucker!